If you're a sport nutritionist, you must use this tool to help coach your clients. This is Hexis. It's an app that coaches you and gives you recommendations on how to fuel your training. Using data science and AI, it will predictively match your fueling requirements to the demands of your workouts. It's based off of sound scientific research and a paradigm called Fuel for the Work Required, which is a practice where carbohydrate availability is manipulated in accordance with the demands of the upcoming training sessions, personalizing your requirements to the ever-changing demands of your workouts and lifestyle. But I'm not here to teach you about carbohydrate periodization, and if you want to find out more about that, either check out the Hexis website or I'll leave some links down below for some key papers in this area. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about Hexis and why I think it's a really good app for sport nutritionists to use to coach their clients. In terms of the app itself, it's a really nice app. It's really nicely designed. They've clearly got a decent user experience designer to help with this one. If you can work a phone, you can work this app. It's no more complicated than something like MyFitnessPal or MacroFactor, which have been widely adopted by large amounts of people. I've only used the app briefly, but I can't find any bugs with it or it doesn't crash or anything like that, so that seems fine. The website is slick. It's clearly been designed in something like Webflow, which is a website builder that I recommend up to a lot of people actually to make their own personal sites. If you want an alternative to Webflow, I would use TypeDream. It's the one I build my website in. And I think this app is a fantastic tool to help teach your clients how to manage their own energy intake and how to periodize their carbohydrate intake. And the best way of describing this is with an old saying which goes, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. This is where I think Hexis is fantastic for practitioners. You can educate athletes and your clients how to manage their own carbohydrate periodization using an app like this. I really like Hexis because it's actually a cheaper alternative to hiring a nutritionist, and if you manage a large group of people, you can actually deliver carbohydrate periodization programming at scale just by teaching your clients how to use this app. Carbohydrate periodization as a concept itself is relatively advanced for sport nutrition, and I can't see an average Joe or a typical athlete landing on this website and going, do you know what, I'm going to fully commit to periodizing my carbohydrate intake just based off little things they've read online. I think there needs to be that practitioner, coachy style person who bridges the gap between the scientific practice and art and science of carbohydrate periodization and the athlete actually adopting it themselves and buying into it. But that's absolutely fine because that's why coaches exist. And if you teach people and you can educate people on why carbohydrate periodization will benefit their performance, then you introduce a tool like this, boom, you have got a very, very effective coaching practice there. There are also other ways of bridging this gap other than using practitioners. You can absolutely hammer content marketing, do hour-long videos where a nutritionist walks an athlete through how to use the app. That's dead easy to make, so I don't think there will be too much problems. I don't think there'll be too many problems actually getting people to buy into using this app, because I know this app will benefit a lot of athletes, but there's nothing really that's massively bridging that gap at the moment. I think for the general public, a lot of people still struggle with eating your 5 a day, so maybe carbohydrate periodization might be a step too far for your average Joe, but then this is aimed at athletes. But then even a lot of athletes still struggle with their 5 a day as well. And on the website you can see that the ambassadors and the typical user of the app are elite level athletes or people or individuals with PhDs in exercise physiology, nutrition and metabolism. So they've already bought into the concept of carbohydrate periodization, which is just an observation that I've made. But as a tool for teaching someone who's already bought into, or you're trying to get to buy into carbohydrate periodization, it is an absolute game changer, to be honest. But at the end of the day, it is just a tool, and a lot of nutritionists also use these all-in-one practice management softwares as well, which are also good coaching tools. What I think would be nice with this app would be a system that allows you to manage multiple clients and see their data. This may be in the plans, who knows. God knows how much it costs to run something like this, so I take my hat off to the owners. And it's very easy for someone to sit on the sideline and say, add this feature, without having a single clue of how to do it. But the thing with the all-in-one practice management softwares as well, I've noticed, is they actually encourage pretty poor behavior for nutrition coaches, in that to grow your nutrition coaching business and to develop as a practitioner, you need to start working on the business rather than in the business. And working in the business is things like replying to clients, tracking people's habits, writing blog articles and stuff. And this is obviously really important for nutrition businesses, but this is not the stuff which is going to grow your business and free up your time to allow you to do more stuff. And it's not going to allow you to scale if you keep getting bogged down with overly long processes and check-in processes. So you really need a tool that helps you to work on the business. And when I'm talking about on the business, I'm talking about things like content marketing strategies, workflows, refining your processes, creating systems that allow you to rapidly synthesize, take in and retrieve new knowledge and keep up to date with the fast moving field of nutrition and sport nutrition. And these all-in-one practice management softwares, they don't allow you to do that, and they encourage you to sit there and look at people's habits and start micromanaging. Have they been to the toilet today or something with a yellow tick box or whatever. So I have actually developed a Notion template which encourages you to work on 5 different areas of your coaching business and takes you away from the small micromanagement daily task sort of thing that is involved with nutrition businesses, and it would work alongside Hexis absolutely fantastically. It encourages you to work on personal development. It gives you a framework where you can save and retrieve your academic references really quickly. It encourages you to work on social media strategy. It encourages you to work on your workflows and refine your processes so you don't spend so much time repeating yourself. And when you write down your workflows, you can reduce unnecessary steps, which will improve your efficiency and give you more time to work on things that are ultimately going to make your business grow and improve you as a practitioner, rather than the smaller tasks which a lot of nutritionists get bogged down fiddling around with Canva infographics, that sort of thing. That isn't going to improve you as a practitioner or allow you to scale or allow you to innovate at all. It's just going to bog you down. And if you want to find out about that tool and how you could potentially use that alongside something like Hexis, you're going to need to watch this video here.